Hello and welcome to Trish Rock Inspires podcast and TV show, where you will be inspired by people truly living on purpose and loving life. Perhaps your passion, your purpose, and your empowered self will be sparked into action. Enjoy this episode and please subscribe wherever you listen to your podcasts.
Hello and welcome. I'm Trish Rock, and this is episode 2 of Trish Rock Inspires podcast and TV show. Thank you so much for tuning in, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Then you will be notified as soon as a new podcast comes out, and I've got some fantastic interviews coming up this month. So today I want to talk to you about not giving up. And this can relate to a lot of areas in your life, actually, but mainly career. That's really what I want to talk about today. If you're in your own career, your own business, and you kind of feel that things are just never working out, and it's you're constantly getting up and dusting yourself off, and you get to those points where you think, really, is this the right path? Is this really worth it? What am I doing? Why can't I get it right? What's wrong with me? After 10 years, I have become very good at getting up and dusting myself off. And I think that is the key here. There's the resilience of it all, but there's also the bigger vision and that calling that just will not go away. If this is you, please know that if you have that calling to do something, but it feels like you're always resisting, or it feels like it's not working, it feels like you're never going to get there, please know that if you've got that calling, you are definitely heading in a direction that is right for you. However, your course will self-correct along the way, just like a rocket going out into space does. It's never on course exactly. It's always readjusting its course. And as a human, we are doing this as well. We can do it consciously, or the universe will recorrect it. And oftentimes when the universe or divine timing or apparent random circumstances, I don't believe in random, when things happen outside of seemingly your control, you often think that that's not the right path, that's not the one I want to go on, and there's resistance to it. But here's the thing, the calling you have, or the thing you want to manifest, or the business you want to do, whatever it is that you have that vision of for your future, the universe and spirit, the greater energies that are around us, have a far greater view of that than we do at any one time. And while we may have the outcome all packaged up beautifully in a blue box with the red ribbon, right? That's how we want the outcome. When we get there, the outcome may look different, but the feeling and the vision and what you wanted from the experience will be the same. It'll just be wrapped differently. Now here's the resistance and the butting up of against the wall. I call it the flat forehead syndrome, because I was beating my head up against a brick wall for so many years, wondering, why is this not working? Why is this not working? And the thing is that I also had the outcome of my vision, of my calling, wrapped up in a blue box with a red ribbon. And it is certainly not how it looks right now. But when I let go of that resistance and allowed the forces greater than me to correct my course whenever needed, to get me where I needed to be, to meet the people I needed to meet, to be in that place where I needed to be, when I let go and allowed all of that, I got to my vision faster and with more ease. And now, you know, after 10 years, I see and feel my vision coming to life. And that is something that I did not think was going to happen a few years back. And so this is really why I wanted to talk about this subject today, because especially the year we've just had and the year that we're going into, if you have been in a business or of service of some way and it's not quite established yet, please don't give up. Please keep going. If it is your calling, you will find a way. But there needs to be an openness on your part to opportunities for course correction. Now, I will say some things have to be given up. So don't give up on your vision, but there may be some things along the way that you do have to give up. And that was also a bit of a tough one for me too, because you know, depending on what circles you're in, any type of giving up is classed as a failure. But you have to take control of that within yourself as well, and not buy into the opinions of others. If something isn't working for you, stop doing it. Readjust it. Find something that does work for you. Keep on doing that thing, but do it in a different way. If something is not working for you, and once again, you're banging your head up against the wall, wondering what's wrong with you, there is nothing wrong with you. What you are doing, or the path you are on, and the things you are utilizing to get yourself along that path are perhaps just not for you. And there's freedom in that. There is such freedom in that. And when I started to really let go and quit the things that weren't working for me, that were very out of alignment for me, it not only gave me a lot more peace and flow, but it also allowed space and room for the universe to deliver more things that were in alignment with me. So I also wanted to say, you know, back 10 years ago when I sold my business and my physical business, and I went on this journey following my vision, it was very easy to get caught up in the promises of what will work for you and what won't. And before I tuned in to me, I was taking instruction a lot from the outside. Now, a lot of it was good. I'm not saying it wasn't. I've learnt a lot, and it was definitely all necessary. But until I tuned into me and did what felt right for me, I was constantly feeling like a failure. And I work with, you know, a lot of people who often are feeling the same, because they feel like they've tried everything they can and they just keep getting up against brick wall after brick wall after brick wall in their business. And it's like, gosh, all I want to do is help people. All I want to do is serve people. All I want to do is make people feel better. But every road I turn is blocked. And it can be very frustrating when you have that passion, when you have that calling, when you have that purpose. So clarity is really important here on all areas of you, how you want to serve, why you want to serve, and why you want to do what you're doing. What is the end feeling that you want? What is the end result? How does it feel when someone you're working with has that aha moment? How does it feel when you know you've really helped someone? And how does it feel when you're helping or serving them in a way that feels good to you? That's the kicker. That is the magic. Do what you love in a way that you love doing. Do what you love in a way that you love doing it. And everything else kind of lines up from there. Now, knowing the answers to that could take a few more course corrections. It could take a little bit more time. But rather than feeling like you are not moving forward, or that you're not making progress, or that it's not working for you, tune back in, or go read that vision that you have. Tune back into your calling. Ask for help. Receive help from energy, guides, spirit, from people in your circles, from mentors, from teachers, from people who are doing what you want to do. Have a look at, how they are moving forward and see if it resonates with you, and then do it your way. It's very important that you're in your own energy, doing things the way you enjoy doing them. And the other thing I just want to finish up with today is freedom. It's been a really big word for me in the last couple of years, and freedom and knowing what that means to me is also how I've shaped my business. Now, I was in the nail business, the nail salon business, for 28 years. And, that felt really good at the beginning. But ultimately, I didn't feel freedom in that in the end. I felt really bound to all of those clients, 10, 11 hours a day in my salon, in that seat, at that table. It didn't feel like freedom for me. And at the end of it, I was exhausted. And I was just living a zombie life. So when I left that, it really was to have a bit of freedom in life. But it's only been probably this last 2 years that has really become clear to me. And I've really understood that the freedom that you want in your life is not the same as anybody else's idea. It's your freedom, and it's your idea of that freedom. And when I put my ideas into my business and created a business that I love doing, I love the people that I help, I serve in a way that I love to serve, doing it in the way that I love doing it, and I plan it all so that I still have my freedom. And that is important, because otherwise, what's it all for? Right? What's it all for if you're just living a zombie life? We're here to find joy and love and curiosity in this human physical life. And we're also here to follow our calling. Because when we follow our calling and we are that purpose, and we become our purpose, that gives us our spiritual growth. which is why we're here. It's to expand our spirit. We expand our spirit, expand our soul. It expands the entire universe. And all of these bumps along the way and road bumps and, flat foreheads are all expanding our spirit as well, if we allow it. If we get into that energy of not being good enough, feeling like a failure, this isn't working, I'm just going to give it up, that is really not expanding our spirit. That's really going back into the old. So find the answers to that question. As we go into another turbulent year in certain ways, I feel that the grounding that you have in yourself, your self-confidence, your reasons for doing what you're doing, they are going to be what keeps you centered, keeps you focused, and it will also be that energy that attracts people in to you. So, you are not a failure. You are allowed to give up what is not working for you. And if you have a calling and that purpose and that drive and that passion within you, keep going. Keep going, and along the way, do some adjustments. Allow spirit to do some adjustments. Know that everything is always in perfect divine timing, and everything leads to the next step. All right, thank you once again for tuning in. Please subscribe wherever you listen to your podcasts, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.
Thank you for tuning in to another inspiring episode of Trish Rock Inspires podcast and TV show. I am a psychic, spiritual guide and a transformation mentor, and you can find me at trishrock.com. You can find all the episodes of Trish Rock TV over on our Facebook page, and if you'd like to be a guest on the show, please apply for a media kit at trishrock.com. See you next time.